Sony stresses the PS4 is games first. The death of EA's online pass is a little bit more broad than we thought, and two familiar faces to the rumor mill get brand new speculation just in time for E3. All of this and Nintendo prediction time today on The Grill. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the June 1st installment of GamerNode.com's Hot Off the Grill. It's June, it's E3 month, it's coming. Senior editor Jason Fanelli is here once again bringing you the biggest gaming news of the past week. Kind of a slow week, but again, makes sense. We're 10 days out from E3, so things will slow down and then go into hyperspeed. But there are some things to talk about, so let's get right to it. Hot off the coattails of Microsoft's Entertainment First Xbox One reveal, Sony CEO Jaszczak, speaking at the All Things Digital conference in California, stressed that the PlayStation 4 is intended as a game console first and entertainment device second. He said, quote, "The most important thing we need to make sure we do, at least initially, is that we all agree and understand that the PS4 is a great video game console that appeals to video gamers. If we miss that part, then I don't think we get the initial establishment of the console. We take a look at this first and foremost as a game console." However, he also said that there will be entertainment options on the system. We don't want it to end there. That's an area we will obviously reveal and talk about in the coming months. Not very subtle a shot at his competition there, Kaz. However, I do appreciate the fact that he is stressing games first. Now, PS4 did reveal some games, but I fully expect some more at E3. But it's nice to know I don't feel left out like I do with Microsoft. Please stay on this track, Sony. Please stay gamer friendly. You'll do yourselves such a great service by being that way. 2 weeks ago, we reported on the death of EA's online pass, and we figured that would mean that they would no longer include it in their new games. But this week, it was revealed that EA is killing the online pass system entirely for past games and future games. Speaking with Game Informer, an EA representative said, quote, "As we discontinue online pass for our new EA titles, we are also in the process of eliminating it from all of our existing EA titles as well. We heard the feedback from players and decided to do away with online pass altogether. Players will see it first with some EA Sports titles where a prompt to enter an online pass code will no longer appear in game. With other titles, we are simply making online passes on the online marketplaces available free of charge. These are rolling updates that are taking effect over the next several weeks. We hope players continue to enjoy our games and online services for a long time to come." Huzzah, right? Victory for the gamers. Not so fast. We were very worried about always online features and used game DRM, and this discontinuation of online pass, especially from a company like EA who loves their money, is not a good sign. What that means is they don't need to have the online passes. The new systems might have it done for them, which will not be good for anyone, ever. Now, we already know Microsoft is planning something, and we don't think Sony is, but nobody asked them, it seems, so I guess we'll find out when the time comes. As good as this online pass death seems on the surface, I don't know that I would celebrate until I have all the information about PS4 and Xbox One. Just hold off for a little bit. The beginning of June is always a little bit light when it comes to releases, but there is a nice 1-2 punch this Tuesday that'll keep you very, very interested. Grab those mugs, pull up those chairs, and have yourself a taste of what's on tap. Marvel Heroes, the free-to-play Marvel superhero MMO by Gazillion Entertainment, hits PCs on June the 4th this Tuesday, bringing with it MMO action in Marvel Superhero Land, kind of like DC Universe Online, but a more free-to-play scenario, which I guess DC Universe is now. If you're not a PC fan or not an MMO fan, Capcom has you covered with Remember Me, their brand new third-person action IP set in a dystopian Neo-Paris in 2087. And nothing wrong with a female protagonist, we need more of those. Remember Me is definitely my thing this week. But what's on tap for you? The long-requested Mirror's Edge 2 might actually be a thing if a brief glimpse of an EA page is anything to believe. Earlier this week, there was an EA help page in their forums for Mirror's Edge 2, which got people thinking, hey, what's this all about? And once word got out, it was quickly erased. Now, it doesn't take a genius to suggest that Mirror's Edge 2 might be making an appearance at E3 in 10 days, and this guy certainly hopes so. It's been almost 5 years since Mirror's Edge launched, and the fact that it took a sequel this long is a travesty. Please, EA, make this a thing that exists, and let us, once again, take control of the runners in the city. Back at E3 2011, one of the games that caught the GamerNode editor's eye was Prey 2, and then it fell by the wayside and development started to sound like the Duke Nukem Forever fiasco. Enter Arcane Studios, who it is rumored is just about to begin redevelopment of the game in question, Prey 2. Apparently they're going to take more of a System Shock approach, just as they did with their most recent game Dishonored, and maybe Prey 2 will see the light of day after all. If you ask me, considering how excited we were about Prey 2 in E3 2011, yes, I would love to see Prey 2. However, I hope they keep the first-person Assassin's Creed type action that Dishonored also delivers as well, or else it might not hold the same weight it did when it was first revealed 2 years ago. I trust Arcane Studios, I trust Harvey Smith, and I definitely trust Bethesda's judgment here. However, I want to see some more gameplay before I get too crazy. Nintendo really knocked this out of the park in 2010 with a great E3 showing, including the reveal of the 3DS, but since then they've had a couple of stumbling blocks, most of which having to do with the Wii U. E3 2013 is the perfect pedestal for them to go back to greatness with plenty of software, so let's get out those crystal balls, put on our prediction caps, and once again go with Nostra Jason's E3 2013 predictions for Nintendo. It's not that hard to predict Nintendo's E3 show this year because a lot of the titles they're probably going to talk about we already know about. They've already said they're going to have a 3D Mario, they've already said they're going to have Smash Brothers, they've already said they're going to have Mario Kart. They've shown us Wind Waker HD, Fire Emblem / Shin Megami Tensei, Yoshi Yarn, and more. What we have to think about is the unknown, and what of those games we already know about can we think about? First off is Smash Brothers. Back in December I wrote a 7,000-word article talking about what I think will happen in the next Smash Brothers game. And my predictions pretty much hold true, except in that article I talked about Lyn from Fire Emblem being in the game. Take her out, put Chrom in. A couple other things, maybe more characters, I said 45. But I fully expect a full Smash Brothers reveal, maybe 6 to 10 characters, 2 or 3 stages, and the playable demo also to be available in their Best Buy partnership. 3D Mario, I have no idea. I never do. With the Wii, I didn't know what they were going to do with Sunshine being the last game, and then Galaxy came out and wowed us. So I can't really predict that. It's kind of hard. There will be some Wii U gamepad implementation, of course, but I'm not sure where they're going to go with that. However, last year I predicted an F-Zero and a Star Fox game. I am sticking to that, but they're both going to be on the Wii U this time. Both will use the gamepad, one for rear view mirror and buttons for boosts in F-Zero, and the other for the basically entire R-Wing control panel for Star Fox. Retro Studios game will also be unveiled, however I don't think it'll be either of those. Part of me thinks they're going back to Metroid, but again I'm not really sure. All in all, Nintendo has to come out and wow us with a lot of software and games, just like the other two systems, but more so in this case because their system's already out. If they can do that, if they can prove to us that their system will be supported for at least the next year or two, then I don't see how they can't have a successful E3. Wow us, Nintendo, with your games. Especially Smash Brothers. We all know I'm looking forward to that. And with that, our kitchen is once again closed for the week. Tune in next week for the pre-E3 extravaganza show, where we look forward to everything we can expect in the days following the episode. Once again, stay hungry, my friends, and as always, thank you very much for watching.